Ribbit.
It doesn't take a new player long to discover that EVE Online's learning curves are more like learning cliffs. This is especially true when it comes to PvP. When one decides they're ready for PvP, their first question is always the same. Are you a girl and will you talk dirty to me? But the questions that follow, what ship should I fly? Where can I find fights? My ship just changed into a pod, did I level up? Those are the questions we'll attempt to answer over the course of this series. The goal of this is to bring you concise, informative content in the most offensive way possible. My name is Mishi, and this is my story. I began my EVE life about a year ago as an industrialist, a miner, and a part-time stripper. I made a conscious decision to learn how to PvP when my high-sec corporation refused to undock for an entire week after being war-decked. I spent several days fighting on high-sec undocks only to realize I had no clue what I was doing, how the game mechanics work, or why this rash wouldn't go away. It didn't take long for a real PvP pilot to find me, blow up my ship, and steal my corpse after mocking me in local. So as I sat there in station, contemplating who I'd rather be, Rainbow Dash or Applejack, I received a private message. It was from the pilot who killed, mocked, and sodomized me in local. His offer was to teach me how to PvP, and I've never looked back since. While I don't consider myself to be an authority on anything other than methamphetamine production, I have learned a lot over this past year, and I'd like to share it with you. Sun Tzu once said, "All men can see these tactics whereby I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy out of which victory is evolved." While I have no fucking clue what that means, PvP is more than just activating your weapons and pressing orbit. Skill, knowledge, and most of all, real-life experience are vital to succeed. You can certainly choose to go it alone, but you'll learn exponentially faster from the guidance and direction of experienced PvP core members. Corporations can be found under the social subgroup of your Neocom panel. I highly suggest you use the filters to identify groups aligned with your particular interests. The Carver Club is one of the better ones, but given the fact that they indulge my penchant for violence, furries, and sadomasochism, I could definitely be biased in saying so. At a minimum, make sure you look for corporations that speak your language and play in your time zones. Don't feel intimidated to talk to others, ask questions, or seek advice. Regardless of the highly edited kill montages that permeate YouTube, PvP is extremely difficult and takes time, patience, and effort to do well. So in summing up, corporations are a wealth of knowledge and you now know how to find them. I hope I've piqued your interest, but if not, the next video will feature copious amounts of breast pictures, though I can't promise they won't be my grandmother's. Until next time, fly dangerously.